No, he's talking about the unaliving of civilians by the police. No one wants innocent people to die. That extrajudicial unalivings are nothing new. As a matter of fact, if we should look back in history, we would find when we had name brand cops, we not never call a name, Adams, Trinity, all of them, Bigger Ford, man just go for man and anyway, we don't need to go there, sir. What I want to say is extrajudicial unalivings are nothing new. It has been an issue from JFJ, was around in a more active role to now it has been a thing. Another most important aspect of the conversation, we already addressed the deported deal foolishness no matter about 10,000. Nobody now buy that propaganda. People tired of the PNP, even the PNP tired of the PNP. Because the PNP up to now have not presented any tangible facts, any tangible solutions to growing the GDP. We currently have a skill void in our country. Jamaica has been the best it has ever been since 1962. We are now at an inflection point where we need to grow and rebuild. We need everybody all hands on deck to move this country forward. This obstructionist propagandist thing, it needs to stop. We need
such an emotional speech made by Astute. You understand? You're start up the time that me deal with the situation. All right. So the thing that I realize with a lot of JLP supporters, right? Let me tell you something, you know. They are not for the Jamaican people. They are defending their allegiance to their party and not for the Jamaican people. When I've never seen like in history where so much corruption happening under one government. Nobody not like this man, you know. Even him own people, a lot of him own people, cause him. Even constituencies where they voted for him want him to come down. And I remember when the election was going on, in the midst of the election, here comes a blackout. Nobody have light. And this man was being defeated by his opponent. Defeated, all of a sudden the light come back. Oh yeah, let me tell you something, brother. You talk about corruption in politics. You don't talk about just because you pledge allegiance to JLP, that doesn't mean that you are right. You are going for where your granny tell you say where you this and that. You can't call a spade a spade. The amount of corruption that this man do, nobody like him. And why you think them don't like him? Because him do a lot of things, a lot of foolish. It is plain sighted. You don't need to research nothing to see that what this man is doing to the country, brother. And you are betraying the Jamaican people, bro, by putting yourself in a situation where you're afraid to talk the truth. You can't talk the truth. This man is the most hated prime minister, you know, right now, you know, in over 10 years. While I'm reading, nobody. You see, want to deceive people so much. Talk about free education when you realize no education is free, actually. You understand? The JLP has been built on lies and deception. Lies and deception, and when it comes on to acting, they cannot act or bring out what them say. Now I'm under pressure. And 100%. When me hear Mr. Only speak, it did sound like a little man who never went to school. His intellect is so little. He has never won a debate between him and Mark Golden. Never. The people on the PNP side, they are more intellectual and more professional than the JLP. And the last point I want to make, when you said that you are the prime minister, because how can you have your wife, right, splitting justice between you and your opponent? That in itself is corruption. Your wife should have never been in that position. There can never be a fear. You think my wife will go against me? My wife now will go against me. I mean, I wrap up in a bed at night time. I'm done, so I play by the rules.
Empress. Next.
All right. What I want to talk about is I've been sitting here wanting to go home, and I'm like, my biggest problem is crime. Been listening since the 90s, and I was like, I can't go home because of the crime. I remember, right? So what gives me comfort is looking at Jamaica has cut its national murder rate in half. And as according to the Jamaica Constabulary Force, it has reported that from 49.6% to every 100,000 resident in 2016 to roughly it has cut to 23.7 per 100,000, signal a major shift after decades of historically high numbers. All right. Murder, the total tally fell below 700 for the first time in 30 years. And in 2025, the national tally fell below 700 for the first time in 30 years. The final of 2025, it stood at 673, reflecting a 40% decline from the previous year alone. Shooting has declined from 32 to 33% comparing to mid-decade peak. Overall, serious crimes have roughly gone down. Serious crimes, major crimes, robbery, break-in, sexual violence has dropped to 17 to 21%. All right. Another thing I looked at was over the last 10 years, from 2016, because I remember into 2025, the security force in Jamaica fatally shot approximately 1,600 people, while fatalities previously declined to an annual low of 86% in 2019. They have since trended sharply upwards with 2020 and 2025. And this is a quick breakdown. 2016, we had 111 deaths, and in 2025, we did have 311. But one of the things we have to take note of is the drugs and the gangs that has to be eradicated. And guys, I can tell you, I'm sitting out here, I'm listening, and I feel far comfortable in wanting to return to Jamaica than in the last, I'd say, 15 years. Because I remember one day I called Cliff and I said, Cliff, I want to come home. And I said, but I'm not guaranteed my safety. And this was in the previous administration. And he said, that's one thing we can't guarantee. So, bottom line, it has fallen and I like it. My time is up.
Thank you, Empress. All right, it is 54 persons over here. I'm asking you, please, to tap the screen, or whatever you can send, because we're having a good conversation. Thank you very much for participating. All right. Common sense, I'm going to put you on the timer for 3 minutes, and you guys know the rules.
Yeah, man. Yeah, what I want to say is that listening each time PMP talk, you realize that I would say their mindset is in a very dark place, total darkness. And it is really sad. And Jamaicans will have to do everything possible to secure the 4th, 5th term and eradicate PMP from Jamaica. Because Jamaica's problem is really the PMP. Areas always back criminality. Under PG administration, scamming, extortion, prostitution, and all of the ills manufactured and spread in Jamaica like wildfire. And to a greater extent, the discipline and the breakdown in society is a direct result of the People's Party. And not only in the 90s, it started in the 70s too, when Manley teach people to develop this culture of handout, begging, and squatting. So much so that squatting become our culture. And that is the part of the big problem we face. Now, the only thing I feel good about, the last survey I saw, it showed that most of the supporters of the People's National Party were 60, 65 and older. I'm an elder too, a big man. The good thing about that, the young people are not swinging with the PNP, and that's a very good thing. The young people are the thing about the PNP, with they all set them, a lot of them, they're closer to the grave. So that would even put the JLP in a stronger position. And I would say Andrew Holness is the greatest prime minister since sliced bread. And it's really sad when I hear a young man like Mills making all that statement and cannot identify the good happening in the country. Even when you point to the reduction in crime, it cannot relate to it. And these are the same people who are talking about police extrajudicial killing. Why? Because a lot of them are criminals and criminal sympathizers. And I make no apology for that. And it's only the PNP have a problem with this police issue. All law-abiding citizens celebrate and respect the Jamaican police and recognize they're doing a very good job. And all the police need to do is continue to eliminate them bad weed out of the society, so we can have a good society.
When hold on there, let me cut this now. You see, when you talk about police, I have nothing good right about no, because since today, I had an encounter with some police officers at Yellow's police station in St. Thomas. And let me tell you something, out of that police station was only 2 who operated based upon the little training where them get up a training school. One of them tossed my brother into a cell today because my brother asked the officer, based upon how you're operating, you are stupid. And you know what the police officer do? Drape up my brother in front of my daughter and threw him into a cell. Me I go down something there tomorrow morning to deal with it. And I am telling you, when it come out to the police officers, them and the training where them are getting in Jamaica, it's absolutely ludicrous.
It's horrible. And this is a real experience.
I don't care if you want to trust my information. My child today, I'm in a company, so come talk it. They had exam, and my child have on her school blouse. She left from my brother's home, right? To go to the shop with the bank card to purchase something. Now, when the police officers, them see my child, them took up my daughter, and then put her into a jeep. They did not call the school to inform the school. They did not call me as the parents to inform me. They took half an hour before, and me call them. Half an hour time I call them. My brother called me and tell me, said my daughter called him and tell me, said the police gone with them. You know what the police did? And my child there sitting in the station for half an hour. When I called and I made an inquiry, they said that my child was at school in a brawl, in which that was not true. Don't tell me something, teach me picking on discipline, because you're not, you're let me tell you something, you're so biased.
Don't wait on my mistake, tell us
Anyways, let me go back to tell you what the police. Let me tell you what the police do me. No, my child, let me calm down because I'm so upset about it. Same way. My child, they said I called and I was speaking to a female officer. When I called, I said, I heard that you guys have my child in custody. And bear in mind, my child is a minor. That is the first thing I state to them, right? Because I know my rights as a citizen. I said, my child is a minor. I said, you have my child in the station for half an hour now, because I was waiting for the police to actually call me to inform me that they have my child in custody, because I'm not supposed to call them.
Which is the right thing to do.
I said, you're supposed to call me because my child is a minor. Mom. I said, do not mom me. She said, well, the school called if you pick them up. And they were in a brawl. I said, my child was not in a brawl. My child went to the shop to purchase something, and the officer saw my child and pick up my child. Well, ma'am, that is not the information that I have. I said, do not talk to me like that because I'm not your enemy. No, this woman hang up the phone in my ears. My brother called me. My brother went to the station and my brother called me on his personal phone, and I spoke to a police officer. I said to the police officer, I am in Kingston and I'm doing a business transaction. I'm asking you to release my child into my brother's custody. My brother have a national ID. So I'm asking you if you want me to verify any other information, I can verify you. And my brother also have personal conversation that we have to show that we are related, if you understand what I try to say. The officer said, okay. Little bit from that, the female officer called me back, right? Ma'am, I said, yes. You know, say, it wasn't this is how she had talked to me, you know. It wasn't a child that was involved in the brawl. And moreover, when the condition, the police them see the child in our school blouse the dirty. I said, listen to me. I said to her, are you calling to apologize to me that the fact that you gave me wrong information, or are you calling me to scold me as a parent to tell me that my child uniform is dirty, which is none of your concern? No. Listen to me. The woman kissed her teeth and she hung up the phone. The sergeant called me and the sergeant explained to me the reason why. Then pick up my child. And I do understand the fact say, pitney bad and pitney where you go a man yard and you see two pitney and you pick them up. I understand that you are protecting my child and you are trying to help out. But you need to follow protocol as a police officer in which they never do it. Right? No, my brother no. The officer must turn to my brother and say, because the female officer was upset the fact that I put her in her place. Look for my brother and tell my brother say he's not going to give release my child into his custody, right? Although I said that he's a legal guardian. Them say them not okay give me child. My brother said this is stupidness. Una act stupid because this is stupidness. You understand why would you give why you can't give me my own niece? My niece identifies my niece or whatever the case is. All right. The man them got drape up my brother in front of my child, right? Drape him up, box him up, take off his shoes, take out his shoes lace, take out his ears ring, and lock him up in a cell because him tell the police that him stupid.
Oh God!
No,
man.
not only that. Before my brother came to the station, the police, them same police officer. One of them asked my daughter for my brother's personal information. Look up my brother on Facebook and I go tell my daughter say, this man are your man. Him a F you. That is the type of argument you go tell me minor say him a F him and this a him man because him a young boy. My brother is 27.
Oh God.
Mystic, did you get any personal information for these people? Because this is a report.
You understand
Mama,
what me I said to you?
this is a report,
Do not
Mister.
talk to me and I go tell me say, but
I don't
police
care
this
who
and
it
police
is.
that. I am not, and let me tell you something. Two of the police men deal with me very good today. One on the Empress, because I now go throw the one of them underneath the bus. Two of them was very professional. But you have you have one girl there because she's no police officer. One girl where did it today. And the next man will choose to throw my brother in a cell to
And
prove
who's
them
it
point.
to?
Will have to answer to me. They are going to answer to me.
Make sure you put pen to paper, Mama.
These are criminals in
disrespectful.
uniform.
I
You
couldn't
want to
care
look
less.
on my child, a minor, put my child through a trauma, my child witness, them abuse her uncle, and on
No
top of that,
compassion.
you're going to tell my child that my child is sexually active with her uncle, and I'm going to tell my child, say,
Yo,
my
what you
uncle,
out about that?
I'm
That is very out about
Well,
that.
I'm right.
Rude.
And you're going to say to me that at the end of the day, you're saying to me the head of government not put and the head of government fault. Them can do all with this behavior.
Of course.
Because when citizens like me now going there, and let me tell you something. When I went there today, if I was an uneducated fool or an uneducated Jamaica when I know our rights, remember me tell us that all and pull and draw me in there for today too.
Of course.
If me they go up at the station and look like Kaba, they would have deal with me like Kaba.
Mistake. They are saying that Jamaica is safer now. Listen. Remember, you know.
Mills.
Hold on, man. Talk to Mistake.
Let somebody else engage.
No, hold on. Let me just adjust one thing. One thing, I adjust. They were saying that Jamaica is safer now. You see what happened the other day when the protest was going on? That was a protest against injustice, you know. You understand? And you see
what proof do you have, sir?
Hold on,
your opinion doesn't align with the facts, sir.
You depend on everything.
Mistake.
No, hold on.
Mistake.
Just let me finish.
He got his time before. There are 3 other persons waiting.
Hold on. I'm just adjusting
there are
one
3
thing.
other persons waiting.
Sir, in my address, make him finish address.
Address one thing. Because there was a point made that Jamaica is safe and now I feel safe if I go back to Jamaica and them thing there and thing and rare. Look at the peaceful protest that was happening. Nobody never fling no stone. Nobody never do nothing out of place, right? And one of the police officers them a carry feelings for the woman, right? And you, all right, I'm gonna ask a question, Joshua. Since as you was a defender of Jamaica so much, right? Do you condone?
Since as I'm
do you condone that?
Make election talk now.
You address me. You say since I'm what?
Talk now.
All right, election talk. Make election talk.
2 things could be right at the same time. Crime has reduced, but there are still police that need better training. But to the question that was asked, that say, have Jamaica progressed in 10 years? Numbers don't lie. I'm not a PMP, and I'm not a JLP. I blame both of them for the destruction of crime and violence in Jamaica. Them caused all of this. But numbers don't lie. Economy, for the last 10 years, you have to say it did good. Our GDP went from our debt to GDP, 140% down to 70%. That's a great thing. The whole world celebrate that. We cannot lie and say that never good. Our poverty has been cut in half, 16% to 8%. We got to give credit to where credit is due. Our government, when the hurricane came from Beryl, we never borrow no money. We use the money that them saved and did what they had to do. When it comes to our infrastructure, roads and buildings, you never, over the last 10 years, this is the most we ever see so much roads and buildings being built. Even our water supply, a whole shipload of big pipes came in last 2 weeks to redo our water system. You can't say that's not a good thing. When it come down to our hospitals, they're working on KPH, they transform Cornwall Regional Hospital, and the children, adolescents being built. You gotta give due. Hospitals are being fixed. Our healthcare is getting better. Right now, we could get our car online. You can't say that's not a good thing. Right now, primary care, people could send money to their local clinics. Private sector could donate to local clinics. You could adapt a clinic now. That never happened in Jamaica. But when it comes down to crime and violence and feeling safe, that's subjective. You may not feel safe, but numbers don't lie. The crime went down. Somebody else might feel safe. So you cannot tell them, say, Jamaica not safe. And I cannot tell you, say, Jamaica is safe. It's a subjective feeling. When it comes to training, the police, they're really out of order. A lot of them, they're very nasty and out of order. And I don't agree with them. But when it comes to taking on the criminals, when we bring down the violence, we fix the healthcare, and our GDP, our payroll will get better. Our poverty will go down from 8% to 4%. And Jamaica will be the country where we could live and work. It's not about JLP or PMP. We got to look at the numbers and facts. We're done.
Very good lecture. Beautiful. Numbers never lie.
Which Jamaica this brother you talk about? You ever come to Jamaica? Which Jamaica road you good? Which Jamaica road? Even other day when I contemplate what happened
the road I get fixed.
No road now fix it, so where you talk about?
No brother, your time done.
Hey, which Jamaica am I talk about? What kind of infrastructure the government put up? For youths? What kind of infrastructure you talk about? Anyways,
healthcare.
Which way you know about healthcare depend news every year?
Electra. Let him talk. Electra,
I'm asking you Well, on this, something I'm going to
Well,
give
I
you a
missed-
timer. If you disturb
Yeah.
the person that is speaking, I am going to give them an extra minute on them time. I'm asking you, please do not disturb anybody when they are speaking. Everybody get them equal time. Nobody disturb them. I'm asking you guys down there in the comment section. Me kind of flustered, you know. So if you don't hear me tone set one way, I'm not vexed with them, but me kind of upset and annoyed. May I ask you, please, just stop the screen, share the live for me, please, and thank you. Send your daily heart me. Go ahead. Something I give you back at 3 minutes.
Me no want so much time for talk still, but
All
me
right,
want talk.
talk. When you're ready for
Yeah,
that.
but this man now, him no live in Jamaica. Him no know where the health system I go through. People have to sleep in a wheelchair. Where do surgery? What him a talk about? What him which Jamaica him a talk about? This man now there Jamaican. If you don't live in Jamaica, don't talk about Jamaica. You don't know nothing about Jamaican. And where Jamaican people are go through. You see, anytime you're ready, just take a trip, come to Jamaica, drive on the road, go to the hospital, them and say, a matter of fact, go to school, them, under 10, pitney there, do class, under 10. Eh? Where you know about Jamaica? Anyways, GT there.
There, you finished, darling, there?
Yeah, finished.
All right. Joshua, you want to go ahead?
Sure.
All right, go ahead, darling.
Mystic,
Yes,
Mystic, can I
darling.
say one thing?
Sure, go ahead, darling.
Sir, I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying. I'm just saying progress had been made over the 10 years. I'm not disagreeing with you, but I'm just answering the question.
They're trying to fix up.
I agree with you, but there has been progress being made, has it not?
Let me tell you something, Electro, and I'm talking about the medical
And
perspective.
I live in Mobay.
Hold on the Electro, and this is where my disagreement comes in. And you see, for me, at the end of the day, it pains my heart. You know why? If you look at Jamaica right now and the people them in St. Elizabeth, people are still there without homes. You see that deal where Imam make forget the immigrants coming in here in Jamaica. People here in Jamaica are homeless. It look unfair for you to take somebody else. Just send home the Cuban doctors. And I'm talking, I am a retired nurse. You send home the Cuban doctors. Where brothers them from Haiti cannot come here and even spend a week here. Right?
God,
And at the end of the day, you're going to take punkus pampankas, my grandmother would have said. We have another hurricane season coming, right? The hurricane money where you have already not spent yet, right? And you're going to take up immigrants. And the fact is, no found an go talk say $8,000 a head for the immigrants them where are coming in Jamaica. No found an go talk that. Right?
But me come to tell you, say, sign
8,000 US a head for the persons who are coming. Electro.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing with you, though.
Electro,
You know
and because of that, I am not misinformed. I am not
I'm
misinformed.
not disagreeing with you, though.
No, I'm not talking to you. Who's in the comment section? I say I'm misinformed. I'm not misinformed.
Mystic, you know, saying sign the agreement, Mystic.
At the end of the day, our citizens here are suffering. We are not in the position right now, and I'm saying this could be the excuse. I'm not saying that Andrew could consider it. You understand? But tell them the current position Jamaica is in right now. I don't think that is the best decision right now for the nation, and it is not the best decision.
No,
it is not.
Mistake.
It is not, and we need to call a spade. As Jamaicans, we are not talking about politics now. We are talking as a nation.
All right, talking about the people of Jamaica and the treatment of the people of Jamaica.
Could I just ask one question?
I have a question for you.
Hold
on, Electro. I have a question for Mystic. Did you watch the press conference?
I did watch a press. Which one of them? With Oris John?
The one, yeah.
Yes, I did watch it.
Which one of them was
so
Mystic?
Which one of them?
Because he just do one say they sign in.
Sir, I am referring to Mystic. I don't like the crosstalk thing. I get confused.
Which one of them, darling dear? Because I watched the previous one when him talk say them going to take them 25 at a time and whatever the case may be.
All right. It's that one I'm referring to. Now, the issue I have, I'm kind of flabbergasted that you would even have that understanding and I'm using the term understanding because I want to be careful so it doesn't sound accusatory. Because the government of Jamaica is not accepting anyone to stay in Jamaica. They're going to be transitioning through.
I understand that, but John, he
Right.
also stated,
So we're not keeping anybody in Jamaica.
Joshua, although he said transitional, he said that if it's a case that the country refused to take them, then they can be vetted to apply for citizenship of this country. No, listen to me now. No, if every 2 weeks, right, you have 25 persons coming here, right? And out of the 25, 2 decide to the country decide to them not take them back, or them decide to them no want to go away, and them apply for citizens and them get citizenship and get through. And you check the end of the year, out of say probably them transfer say 5,000 person by the end of the year, or say 4,000 person. How much person if you add it up 2 by 2, 1 by 1,
so stop there,
going to become citizens here?
Mystic.
It's going to affect the economy.
Mystic. Let us stop there. 25 person every 2 weeks work out to 600 per year. So I don't know how we reach even 1,000. That works out to 600 per year.
Out of the 650 is out of the 650 is still too much. 20 is still too much. We don't want them here.
All right, so let us look at the thing more global, and when I say global, on a broader scale, right? There is no guarantee that anyone would even be accepted. We have to look globally when we're managing, whether it be an economy or a business, what is in the best interest of either that business or an economy. Their actions are not going to be taken lightly. I made mention about 2 hours earlier that we are going to have a severe labor shortage in Jamaica. And not just labor, but skills shortage in Jamaica once the rebuilding process begins. We cannot wait until that shortage comes. Then we're looking for persons who may be needed. The Cornell Regional Hospital will be opened shortly, right? The government of Jamaica has already, over a period of time, has been encouraging persons to do health training because we're going to have a shortage when it's completed. The Children's Hospital down that side, the Minister of Health had already, long before now, asked people, including giving scholarship, to say train because we're going to be needing doctors and nurses. What we are going to be doing is looking at these persons and see if anybody who is there may fit the needs that we may have. They are not just going to be taking people willy-nilly to say, boy, just stay in Jamaica.
Let me ask you a question, Joshua.
Hold on, sir. Hold on, sir.
Mystic,
hold on, sir. They're not just going to be taking people.
Joshua,
No. I am responding to Mystic, sir. There you go. I am responding to Mystic. I'm not on my time. I'm supplying Mystic with information, right? Because you guys want to appeal to emotion. I appeal to logics, right? I am saying that the government of Jamaica is not just going to be taking people just for the sake of taking people or just because they have skills. The general need will be assessed and to see where these needs are in relation to the supplies that exist. And they will not replace any Jamaican national. Right now, I spoke to a gentleman, he owns Taylor's Woodwork in Jamaica, right? And he said he cannot find enough workers in Jamaica. They have to be applying to the government of Jamaica to see if they can bring in foreign nationals to fill the needs that exist. That's the kind of a shortage we have in Jamaica already.
So that's all like Jamaica do a government do a good job. For youths now I come out and do them the work there.
It is not a case of youth not coming out. It's a labor shortage, sir. Do not put a spin on it. Right? Because Hart is currently trained.
Stop that, man. Your time done, man.
Diego, I'm going to give you a timer.
Yeah, give me 3 minutes now, please.
Okay, well, let me see. Go ahead, Diego.
Yeah, and before, you see, brother, yo.
Mystic.
Lock off, my brother. Lock off, my brother. Lock off, your time done, brother. Listen to what I say. Before this government investing in people, let me hear what this so-called labor right come say.
Even though I was on time, I was responding to you.
Listen, me no man, brother. Me a talk, brother. Me not talk to you. Mute my brother. I'm not talking give back me 3 minutes, Mystic.
Get 3 minutes twice.
Listen, me no man give back me 3 minutes, Mystic, because he might interrupt me. I
don't get none.
Thank you. Now, people, me glad say we have a platform like this to express yourself. Because we see how gullible these laborites, majority of them, they even live in Jamaica. Like the one I just talked a while ago with Mystic of a mute. Them not ready before a government invest in them people and train young people to take up job if we have a job shortage. Him accept people deportees, can you ever call them deportees because them are left from them is a alien from the next country are coming to Jamaica with the possibilities. You understand? People try to defend these type of behavior. People talk about solution. Look how much youths, unemployed youths have in Jamaica, right? We need job. And not for them, if them should be a laborer, it would be so bad, Bridging. What nation have come to? You understand? We are losing culture, all because of a greedy leader, Bridging. The police are untrained. You have to call them untrained because that is not how human beings behave. But what is even worse than the Prime Minister is the people and we are condone the actions by the Prime Minister. They never hold him accountable. You understand? When we are tribal out say, yo, give we a sense of transparency and we pay them. And you tell me, say, you mistreat the citizens them, so Bridging. The police them are abusing. You are thief with. What our nation is come to. And when people talk the first thing and get up lie, wicked propaganda and not no go so. If it wasn't for the gleaner this morning, who would know so much Jamaicans are come? It wasn't for a whistleblower. All of a sudden the government have every information from I to T. We talk about say yes, this amount of people are come, that amount of people are come. So why wasn't the Jamaica people them informed? It take the gleaner for report something for who no come contact. You understand what I say? This is how gullible these people are, Bridging. And it make the culture deteriorate. What the youth gonna grow up and say? The Prime Minister take things to so them can take to because them Prime Minister do it. We need to hold them accountable. Look on the big minister. I lie right through to the Integrity Commission about him assets them it no match up. You understand? And why Andrew gonna do harm and baggle him not kick him out of the cabinet. This is the type of thing where them people are stooped to. The type of leverage them stoop to. And all Jamaicans are asked, it's like a bit of accountability. Every administration in Jamaica, whether it be PMP or Labour, right? Them do a level of good, them do a level of bad. Right? We understand that people are human beings. All we are asked for is transparency and accountability. And we can't get that from this government. We have to hear news after things happen. You understand what I say? Look on a big matter like that. If we are investing in your people, them, get them on labor shortage. And so much youth unemployed. Why not investing in them? Take them off of the road then and go train them and say, all right, then we need 10,000 laborer then. We are training them so when the work starts, it starts, Bridging. But what system I come to? We black people out here, it's because we have a dictatorship mentality and this government not stand for nothing, so them fall for everything. I'm time done.
All right, Diego, come show. Listen up. Well, nobody knows nothing. I'm going to show you how them wicked and lie. Yeah, yeah, when man just say, look a while, them are going to pass through the country. Then then turn labor now.
All right, guess what? I have to be fair. It's not your time to speak. Keep your thoughts until it is your time. Jot it down on a piece of paper so you don't lose a train of thought. Blazing Mobile, I'm going to give you your 3 minutes, sir. Are you there?
Yeah, we don't need 3 minutes though. I think I'll go and listen to him and it's very interesting though. I was listening to you earlier about the police situation. Our people must understand that Jamaica police officers are not road scholars. You understand? Not for them to the police force. It's just because you carry that job and can't do it better. So if I see someone that talk to people and do certain things, they just use power for exercise them so-called ways and means, I should say. You understand? But in our fairness, the police forces are changed for the better, to be honest. But it takes a time and it not really that evolve as far as we want it to evolve. But as you can see, it's like a lot of people in the police force. If you read the statistic, we are the Jamaica Constable Force unmanned. Unmanned, I should say. The word is correctly. Them have as much people in the Jamaica Constable Force. So sometimes the people we say become police officers, them really for the things that just scrape through. They not have enough people to fill the gap, and that's why we got people like those. But listen to all them, just watch them demeanor and all them talk to people can tell say that people come from Douglas or Field. You understand? So that's why them talk that way. Because they now hear man talk with proper English to that extent. And just so them still. That's why them do certain things and backs up, kick up. Them basically undercover bad man. But
Yeah.
they just avoid the
Uniform.
uniform. Yeah. As I tell common sense what they said, the reason why people join the police for because number one, you can't get a job. Number two, in patriotic in country. Number three, is tradition because your father police and grandfather police. And number four, is illegal way to analyze people out in the business. That's the
Mm-hmm.
reason why people join the police force.
Yeah,
You
and
All
understand?
right, Blazing.
So,
You finished,
yeah.
Lord?
my time up. Every time up.
Yeah, man. If you get me can get 1 more minute. Can I gone over 3 minutes yet?
Right, so that's the thing. So I understand where you got you in a message, what them deal with you and stuff like that. And as you can see, but we follow protocol. So I call us, ma'am, are you mystic? Yes. Are you live at so and so and so? Yes. Are you so and so? Yes. Okay, we have your daughter in custody. The reason why your daughter in custody is so and so and so forth and so forth. You understand? But according to how you relay the message to me, if that the police really say, then it's sad. That's a simple thing. That's a simple thing. That's a simple thing for them. You understand? So it was very sad. But not unless we are improved still. Because boy, it is worse than that before. But we are improved still. And we kind of short stop on that year. But let me
All
say,
right, Blazing.
those people who are in the police force, they are not road scholars. Remember that. That's what now and everyday people. Rich people still never join police force.
All
Not
right.
that. They might be for run.
All right.
Yeah. Well, you know, one of the things that is so surprising to me, you see, when each time the Jamaican people address a situation that is being done by the government of Jamaica or by the police force or by the system that is in place right now, you have these people that are pro JLP and them tell themselves because a feed them prime minister in power, or it's like they make up things in their head, you know. You tell them that the Kingston Public Hospital is in a deplorable condition, bad customer service, everything. They're telling you, oh, we're improving in healthcare, we're doing this is the lies that this administration has always been doing. And also, just to add to the point, the lack of transparency with the government is very embarrassing. Like you literally, because the Jamaica Gleaner, they ran their investigation. They gathered the source straight from the United States Embassy. They gathered that data straight from the United States Embassy. A job that they gathered straight from the embassy, that we are expected to be a channel for at least 10,000, and that is not something that is made up. That was a thing that they run. And let me tell you, I used to work for the news company, the Jamaica Observer. So I tell you, these people are not going to just make up stories. They're going to do the groundwork. They're going to go on ground and they're going to do their investigation and they're going to put it out. That's how they get to work. You understand? So when they are telling you these things and this liar prime minister now are trying to hush and then make them look a talk and how, like them I said, nothing like that. You know, it's like no professionalism in this administration. You understand? And it is very sad. It is very sad that we can't call a spade a spade. You understand? We can't call wrong because a man I go tell us, say, oh, una dirty PMP and una dirty this and dirty that. You understand? When it's current happenings, man I got dig up from 1965. Something where PMP did do in a 1965 and him not talk about what going right now with the people. Man I go back in a 1962. You understand? Talk about what is going on now with Jamaica. Are you pleased and satisfied with the way this administration is handling the matters, especially in this hurricane thing? How come you not even spend half of the money, not even a quarter? The percentage is so embarrassed. Where is the money? Why you're not spending it? People are dead for hungry, people homeless. Where is it going? Why you hold on? But process. Process what? They get the money now one go. Fling out the money to the people. Yeah, my minute done, so I play by the rules.
Empress?
Present, ma'am.
Okay, go ahead, my darling.
I was actually responding to looking. I went to look up something because, I here looking at the NSTA trust, right? And what I'm looking at is that, there is that training for, and it is free for young people. My thing, I don't understand why we would have to be hunting for skilled laborers, especially in the youth, the young people. Why would they be sitting around when heart is free and they get a stipend? The requirement is anywhere from 17 and older. And if they don't have a high school subject, Hart offers the high school diploma equivalent, so they will still train them and help them to upgrade themselves, right? Also, the different categories I was looking at, like digital and tech, hospitality, tourism, construction and engineer, agriculture, cosmetology, business administration. Now, your national ID, passport, TRN that you need in your resume. So I'm wondering, why would we have young people? They're sitting and digging out hand middle, and we're talking about shortage of young people. We shouldn't have to even think about immigrants coming in and to be doing stuff. I know we do not have the what would I say, the qualification, that because they're just coming out, they would not be as qualified at the top. But at the same time, I'm looking, these young people on the island needs to be actually have to be forced, if that needs be, for them to go straight out of high school and into these training institutes, because it's all trade. You look right now, Canada needs trade. Canada will take people from anywhere. They're taking people here from Ireland, because do we have a problem here? But young people are not actually taking up skills, so they're taking people from all over the world and are trading. But in Jamaica's case, as everybody's talking about youth unemployment, heart is free, and I honestly think that the young people should be taking advantage of it. And I land.
Electro, are you there?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Go ahead, my darling.
Yeah, I don't have much to say. I just want to let my friend here, if you know, you know, brother, I live in Jamaica. So when I'm talking about the healthcare, I'm not saying it's perfect, but the question was asked, over the 10 years, has it getting better? From 10 years ago to now, it's getting better. It's not perfect, but it's getting better. The road they mash up, but the roads are getting fixed. At least I know in Montego Bay, in St. James, there's a lot of roads getting fixed little by little. Because down here they mash up bad. I have family in Westmoreland, so you can't tell me about people live with no roof and shelter. My father don't have no roof for a long time before we go up there and help fix it back. So me know the struggle. Me living in Jamaica. That I want you to know. But the question would ask in the beginning, did Jamaica get better from 10 years ago? It's getting there. The roads are not fixed, but progress is being made. Primary care, progress is being step by step. It may be not as fast as we want it to be, but it's steps by steps. Police, I'm not going to say nothing about police, because guess what? They get on my nerves sometimes. And like the man said, they're not road scholars. And they don't know if to talk to people. They're very disrespectful. But at the same time, two things could be true at the same time. I'm not JLP, I am not PNP. I said that already in the beginning. I don't follow none of them. I'm just Jamaican. Whatever's good for Jamaica, that's what me rock with. JLP is the government, PNP is the opposition. You cannot have a good country if you don't have a good opposition. The PNP is there to keep pressure on JLP. PNP is there to make sure Andrew not do nothing stupid. So I'm not far with none of that said. But from 10 years to now, you can't say progress no make. The numbers don't lie. We have to look at the numbers. You need a good opposition. Whatever government is there, you still need a good opposition. I don't stand for JLP or PNP. I don't care for none of them. Because like I said, I told them bring all this violence and guns into America, into Jamaica. I'm done, Mystic.
Okay.
My time now.
Yeah, man.
Okay. More want to know do our research. Zine, since you know talk about job, you know, say from after the hurricane till now, you know, we want our hotel workers out of job for now because of the hurricane, because then they put them out of work and say, in August before, then they keep them in back. You know, did know that? You know, amount of people who left college and don't have certificate and have nowhere for work, a supermarket them at work, or who are sell front of back road. You don't know them they sitting there. So what kind of job infrastructure from over the last 10 years? You know amount of people send out application to get work and still can't get no work all now. So why do you feel like the people them are higher? Because there is no way for them no work hot right now hotel what you don't call it? No capacity. Maybe I find the right word for it. When they rooms when they have no people come in. Me figure the word. The room.
Under capacity.
And Westmoreland work off a hotel call center. Yeah. The amount of people me know get contract break and still no get call back for work. So what kind of work them are gonna do? If I know hotel or call center, tell me what next work what them are gonna do. Me cut this. As what me I say, you know, with the thing with the Glean and release it thing, you know. Glean and release it yesterday, right? How much conference keep since there? Because in the morning, me see Horace Chang, he say a false news and blah blah blah. Then when me look on the next one again, and then when me look on the next one tonight, so they sign it. So me don't understand. Me confused. So.
Yeah. All right. So basically, you understand what I'm trying to say. The transparency, that is the biggest problem that I have with the Jamaican government. And also they don't tackle real situation. They tackle civilians. You understand? I'm 100% sure that if I was in Jamaica and I made a video that Mr. Andrew Onis, you're an idiot, and I posted and go viral. You understand? Depending on how him feel, you know, him go send come look for me, you know. In cronies, him come find me and video me and force me if you apologize or give me 2 lick and them thing there. Those are the things that he focuses on. You understand? Let me tell you something, bro. It is such an embarrassment to see. You see, even in the States now, look what Trump is doing. You notice the Americans them rise up against him, even the ones who voted for him, because they're defending their country. They're defending the rights of their people. You understand? The problem with Jamaica is even when them prime minister do bad, they must stick it out because them die-hearted. You understand? This $5,000 mentality where them go around every time when they come out to election to distribute to the people. I give them to work for clean up the road and when election nearby. This mentality will accept and out from these people. Them, you know, see, they treat you as if you're idiots and you're not human beings. And after that little road work go on, many people can't get a job. Them gone back to grave one. You understand? And when these same people are trying for us, so you go around, you mash up them stall, you harass the iglas them and all these things. But yet still you're not providing a means for these people to make money, then or they're going to feed their family. So I cannot agree with the point that Jamaica is far more better and safer right now, because even the very civilian doesn't feel safe with the police. When you are in fear of the police in any nation, brother, I come like say, might as well you know exist in that place, because the police are behaving worse than the criminals. You understand? This lady protesting, your duty is to protect the protest, ensure that the protest is being kept in a peaceful manner. You go unalive the lady. But yet still, no labor right want to talk about that fact, you know. They're trying to talk about every other thing and now look on the things that we actually do. We actually happen to the people. And the people are crying out.
A while ago, me now cut you. A while ago when me done make my statement about the police, how many of them said, you know, where them do wrong up until now. Nobody
Them
knows.
not admit it.
And them not admitting. Them not admit to nothing. And guess what?
No.
Me up on the platform here, and I say until it reach a doorstep, I me never know say I would experience it. Me never know say would I feel it.
I am a victim. I'm also a victim of police brutality. Police lit me in my face already with button because I said something to him, right? And I wasn't even disrespecting him. I was just telling him something. He felt embarrassed because I was look at that. Your gas tank is opening, and that is what led a police to lit me in my face with a button because they want to prove a point. I went straight down by the police station and reported.
Mistake.
These are hoodlums. These are criminals in
GT?
Yes, me.
Oh, go ahead, darling.
I was attacked twice today by members of the Labour Party.
Oh God, man.
That me come fit tell you now.
I was attacked twice this morning.
Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you what happened to the first one. The first one this morning, they were on their platform. So a lady went up there to talk.
Mm-hmm.
I would type in the comment, please let the lady talk. And the way Miss Philippi and go on GT, all of this, I posted it on my page. Go watch it. And then later on this evening, now Mr. DP came over here. GT, why you posting up the Prime Minister every time? What about, what's his name? Whatever the PFP need a name. Whatever
it is the biasness.
What about Mark Golan? Listen, Mystic, what about Mark Golan?
Mark Golan
is not the Prime Minister.
Mark Golan is not in
Who's
power.
Mark Golan right now? Who is he? Who is that person?
Right.
Mark Golan,
the guy. I don't even know the guy.
Mark Golan. I know Mark Golan for talk on my behalf.
So my point was this, Mr. DP. Mr. DP don't like it. So I tell him, if you don't like it, don't come back over here. He called me a downs. I said, go look in the mirror, sir.
What you mean if gunman? Look here, that's
so
let me tell you something.
So
Hold on, GT.
This. No, let me finish, Mystic.
Go ahead.
My point is this same DP, this is what the JLP members do. And let me make it clear. I am a member, I am a JLP too, just in case they never know that.
All right.
This is what they do. This is what they do. If you don't agree with them, they call you downs.
Yeah.
This same DP, I'm calling you. You inboxed me with a video of a man trying to put him down, and you wanted me to post it and go low like you. That's right. What. See? Come on, man. Call a spade.
Yeah.
GT, I did want to say something there. You made it go and check. Me did the power when I live. Let me know. But you have to know, say, them people here where you see some of them coming out back, and then you know, say, all of them are one link out, some of them are family.
All of them are one link. But the thing is,
I just listen to all of them, but I know all of that. Don't worry, me just watch all of them.
The thing is, GT, and this is where I stand as a Jamaican citizen, right? I am a Jamaican first. Me a Jamaican first before me a PNP or me a JLP.
Right.
Because guess what? At the end of the day, whosoever I put in place, whatever decision them are going to make, it's not going to affect me as a PNP or a JLP. It's going to affect me as a Jamaican.
Exactly.
Right? And so it's my country first and politics after.
How stupid them look when them
you are going to say, I am being disrespectful to the cops, right? You arresting a minor, right? It's not even a female cop who pick up my daughter. It was a 2 male cop taking up my daughter when she go a shop. Not call me, not call the school, not inform nobody that is kidnapping. If it was in America, they would not charge them for kidnapping. You took half an hour to call anybody before you inform nobody, and me have to call the station.
Right.
That is kidnapping. And let me tell you something, if that one loggerhead done said girl, they'd go up there to the dog, name her supper when the police them deal with her up there.
Yeah.
That's why sometimes I laugh at them and say, these people are wicked, man.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what nonsense, girl, when them feel like, so when you go up there, so me I draw my words like me come from certain part in Jamaica, how them talk and behave and go up there today. They would have dealt with me in the most derogatory way you could think about.
So
my brother, when them arrest and throw in a cell to the is a US citizen, and then fling him in a cell. right? And my brother asked them, if you're not going to release me, if you look for me, say you look for me, you say me, would I come up here and carry my ID and all of that? You guys are stupid. And because the man tell them, say, you're stupid, his opinion, you're going to say them have the right to lock him up and throw him in a cell?
No, you can't. No, that is rubbish. That is
You're
rubbish.
gonna lock him up, take out his shoes lace, saka him, and throw him in a cell?
You're supposed to be a professional. And I missed it.
Because
Just to show you the
you say you're
mindset.
stupid?
Just to show the mindset of the
I've
people.
not hear one member. I've not hear one of the members say the police is wrong yet. Everybody.
Right,
Then no GT.
hold on.
Them a go look for me
Let me say
daughter. Not
something.
only that, me a go curse the word. You a go look for me daughter and tell my 14-year-old say, my brother fuck you. That is the raw
Yeah,
language
what
when
kind
they
of-
use to my pitney. You a go tell me pitney say, I'm a man, I'm a fuck you. That is a statement
Yeah,
you
what
go
kind of
make.
language that they are used for the child?
No,
Mistake.
GT, sorry, but me I tell you say that them say. To a 14-year-old.
That is crazy.
Maybe that's what the police would have done.
Exactly.
Mistake.
Yes, Pillow.
Oh, no, guys, let me tell you something. And you see, with all that you up here saying and everything, and if you can check in the comment section and even on the panel, the labor right them, the care what the police them do, they will never sympathize with it. And I can tell you,
Exactly,
only
no
the person
sympathy.
there with the comments.
But they already
Only
tell you that
It
already.
has to be something that your
They
daughter
tell you
did.
that straight
You
up they're
said
not gonna
something
do
wrong.
it. The police can
They
never be
blame
wrong in
only
their
the
book.
victim.
Only, well, on the Miss Mills, only Zeus, right? Only Zeus are the only one typing there. I mean, always notice how he type and comment when certain things, he realizes certain things. So before he go bad or talk bad about what happened, he rather not type or he sympathize. But
Hold on the
he have
pillow.
like a human.
Rooster,
Hold on,
you
hold
see,
on there.
hold on the pillow. Rooster, you see things you like, run for your mouth, go find one next platform to talk about GT. If you want unblock him, you unblock him, I block him backside. Because your opinion right now to me, I upset
like
my
I always say, whoever my
you're
moderator
outside and
block
right.
will
Find
never get
somewhere else to
unblocked.
go chat. No chat over here, so me don't want you over here. Go find somewhere else and go chat. Don't come back over here.
Whoever my moderator block, whoever my moderators block, I will never unblock nobody because there has to be a reason.
Outside and right. Go ahead, pillow. Don't come back over here. So go on one corner, go chat yourself. Damn outside. Pillow talk.
Can I say something, guys?
Go ahead, darling.
Yeah, man. Wait, the incident that you relate today, but it's unfortunate. But the thing is, we can agree that the majority of the police officers are really good, hardworking cops and might try to do their job. But yes, in any police force in Jamaica, United, all over the world, you're always going to find those rogue police and them arrogant, ignorant police. So it's just the way society set up. And the same thing across a lot of professions.
Common sense. You realize when I came here and I spoke, me not know if anybody else here. You hear me say there was 2 officers that dealt with me very professional.
You did say
Did
that.
anybody realize that I stated that before?
Yes, you did.
I said I had to
Yes,
comment
you
these
did say
2
that.
police. The one of the police officer will pick up my daughter. I had no issue. I mean, me never come up here and say the police them did wrong to pick up my daughter. Because you do have children who are unruly here in this nation. You understand what I said to you? That was not my issue. My issue is that you did not call and inform the school or inform the parent that you pick up the child. And the second thing, at the end of the day, you went about communicating, if you understand, relating to me as a civilian. The police were there, the police station. I was not pleased with that at all. And the third thing, you put my brother into custody because he made his freedom of speech. Up till now, I said to us, they upset with the fact that the police they pick up my daughter and nobody cares about that.
And it's really good that you said that, Misty, because you're saying in that case, the police, it was a good police that trying to protect your daughter, right?
Thank you.
But
yes.
then it went sour at the station.
Exactly.
Yes. Well, me get your point still, you know.
So I am not upset with the police carrying out their job and their duty. It's the fact about the woman that communicates with me, the unprofessionalism with the woman that communicates with me, not the ones that I pick up my daughter when me deal with. It's the woman at the station that answered the phone when I called to query what is taking place, and the one when my brother asked him if he might release the child into his custody, we feel like say my brother should have said this is stupidness or you're acting stupid. Feel like Sam have the right to throw my brother in the jail cell because of freedom of speech. That is the issue that I am having.
Yeah, that is a problem too, you know.
That police is dunce, man. That police are dunce.
That's a problem.
Mystic, my question. Why is he doing in your brother's private WhatsApp page, thingy page, his Facebook
on my brother Facebook page, and then
Yeah.
the woman,
Well,
the female officer, because guess what? They question my daughter without an adult in their presence, asking
that is wrong.
information
Yeah, that is
about
wrong.
and asking my child information, and she's a minor.
She's a minor.
Exactly.
And
then you go on Facebook now. I got to pick up my brother Facebook page, and then you go tell me my daughter say,
accuse a child.
FR, and then you're going manangle our uncle in front of her, introducing trauma to my child.
Yeah, that's traumatic.
Conversation that I don't have with my child, I have in front of my pitney.
Irrespective
that God,
you
man.
think those two
You need to
officers
bring
were
that to the
okay,
end. One
Mystic, you
my
respect
information.
that you 1 second comment. You respect that they were they were a little bit more professional. Save damn none. Report tomorrow morning, take names, and remember I said to you all Jamaicans, when these officers come, when you hold them, record the backside. I'm sorry. The whole conversation.
Record them too. And have your video evidence to show.
No, do not video. Do not video, because when you start a video, you create a whole mess. Don't do anything.
Nah, man, you have the right to video, man. You have the
Yeah,
right.
what I said, you have a right, but do not start the car. Don't start the
Empress.
You know, my brother is an American citizen. You know, my brother looked for me today and said to me, sis, I don't even want you to report it because I feel like if you report it, them I got target you. I said this is a wrong set of family, them I got target.
No, don't let anybody put the muzzle over your mouth.
Yeah,
This
that is the
wrong.
fear.
This is what was wrong.
This is the one who
Mystic, it was
serve and
wrong.
protect, driving the people. This is the fear.
This is wrong. You cannot throw this under the rug. I'm going to tell you this is wrong. Number one, your daughter was whether it was she was in any kind of confrontation at school and they decided to go there. The first thing you do when you go to the school, you said, listen, I'm going to call your parents. Do not take your daughter away from the school. Do not take your daughter. They went to the school. They went to the school?
No, my daughter there, my brother yard to go a shop she go. So she in the uniform blouse alone to go to the shop. No, where my brother live, it's like 3 minutes away. My daughter said to them, say, all right, down there, so me live, let me take you home. Them take my daughter around 10 times away from where she live to take her to the station.
It is wrong. The first home.
No, they should have contacted yes, she was in a
Yes, and you know the funniest thing, and for all those who don't know, your kids are not stupid, your kids are not illiterate, your kids are very well spoken too, and I know like a hood rat we run up and down. Let them know that, so you can imagine.
No.
And let me tell you something, Empress. Let me tell you something.
Your kids are not.
It was wrong.
Empress, let me diverse a little bit. You see, when I went to the station, when I got the station today, Pillow, you see, when I went there, a business me go up on the road, go to Empress. So I was attired for business, if you understand.
Professional.
So you see, when I went into the police station, up to the police, then you could have seen the surprise on them face.
The eyes rolling as to, okay.
The female that spoke to me on the phone, when I went in there, I said nothing. I handed the officer my passport, right? I handed him my passport, and I gave it to him. And I point to my daughter because them had her around the counter, sitting beside another male. Who is a criminal? We go there, if you go report, sit down there. Then have me pick the side of the criminal, sit down. And I point to my daughter and I said, you come around here. If you understand what I try to say to you, say, my daughter come round. And me give him it. When me I go leave now, I said, me and him talk. And you know, me I tell him, say, I have no issue with what you did. But you see, the police officer, at that time I wasn't even aware what them do to my brother.
Right.
Me never know. And when me come out of the station and me I go to my brother, my sister, my daughter look for me and tell me. And me go down to my brother for query it. And I saw me and find out, say, them all and pull my brother. Because I was a hell up a station. I looked to the police officer. Him said to me, said the lady, the officer want to talk to me, constable so and so. I said, was it the lady I spoke to on the phone? He said, yes. I said, I don't want to speak to her because she has no manners and respect. And you have to have manners and respect to deal with me because I'm not deal with quabs. That is what me tell her respect.
Yeah.
When she hear it, it's like say our office was very close and she hear it. She come on and peep to see who I talk. It's when she see me, the woman wipe her hand cross him out and if he heart could have drop out to her foot. It would drop out because she have come around you see the speed when she have come around just when she look at me. The woman make a U-turn and go back round, go sit down. I collected my passport and I stepped out. But if me did ever know say them did manangle my brother today, I would have held up at the station. I mean, I mean, say me not go cuss and go on body no.
No.
But would I get the information that I need to get to go and make my quarry? But not feel like say me not go get it.
And these are the reasons why a lot of people don't want to come back to Jamaica. You understand? And these are the reasons why people are iffy about traveling to. They want to go, you know. But you see all them nonsense and rubbish here. Let me tell you something. And it's their own people who are doing this to them. The ones them who say they must serve and protect are doing this to them. So when I hear people saying, oh, Jamaica is 10 times better now and it is safer now and, you know, everybody wants to come now. That's rubbish. You understand? This man is an American citizen and this is his experience in Jamaica and his visit. This is total embarrassment. No respect, no regards and nobody.
You know, my brother said to me, say, imagine you're in America. And I'm a Jamaican and me have to fight with, if you know me mean, you know, the states. People, and then you have to come back home and you have to fight with your own people. Sis, me confused. The man literally say when he come out, he almost shit up himself. He said, sister, me shit up myself because to all the police, them officer, them angle him. He's 27, you know. My brother model for Pauls. If you understand something, no quab somebody, then creep up off a road. My brother is an international world, he is a world model. My brother model for Balenciaga, right? And you are going to take my brother up and you're going to say, based upon my brother look like, say, him is a chopper. What does a chopper look like?
That is rude. That is rude.
What does a chopper look like?
Rude.
Mills, no lucky. Mills, me have my car, I'm not afraid for drive.
That is
Let me tell you something. The police them in the center must go on bad. I brought a market and police supposed to hear me talk this. Me buy a market to my son. I mean, I tell you, say, when they every minute them see my son, they stop the son. Right?
Oh, God, man.
The other day,
I remember you were saying it, mistake.
Remember you tell me, I'm a mistake.
And when
Lord
they
Jesus,
have me a
Mark,
drive,
it's a target, you know.
pull me over. And when they pull me over, when the police officer come and saw me and the way I tired and how I speak to him, me have to tell him, say, look here, superintendent so is my uncle. I saw they stop my son pan St. Thomas Road. What is wrong with these police officers?
God, you can't even drive in peace.
And
they might try to harass you.
Mills, I want mother. I'm work hard to make him happy because he's a bike him in what. I'm tell my son to me now make they lick him off and on bike.
Yeah, no, you know bike, man.
Mills,
I buy my car to run my business and do my business as son go on. Because today I went into Kingston. You know when me take pillow? JUTC bus go down. I'm tell me like a time panga come back up because I don't like driving into Kingston. Right?
Mills, you see, I was small on ya. The police, they're not trained for fight crime, you know. They're trained for take set pan carman pan road. Me I tell you that straight.
But the point is that they're going to tell my son because he's 20. He's too young to own a market. What means that my son too young for own a market?
Then that makes sense. I pick that drive up by yourself at 16 years old. What the matter? What kind of bad mind mentality that?
Okay, me don't talk.
Just because he never drive one when he was 20.
Me don't talk.
No way. The Jamaican them a go to JLP on road. Me have car, I'm afraid everything. My police all tap me and say, who are 3 away and I want to hear you know. We think if you go court, you go win.
Yeah. Yo, me not tell no lie, no brother. He come like say, all right. They target the civilian them so much when they might drive on the road. Me I want them if they hire them just for tech set pan blows and
you know, hear me say with small and people they say police they chain for tech set pan taxi man and car man. They not chain for fight crime. Me not ask, tell me I tell you.
I believe you.
You see what happened to you? You see, if you are one of them when I sympathize with people and people say it can't happen to you too, you could never have your story today and come tell
Below
you that
supposed to
keep
make
it to
up your
yourself.
tear down people and go on like some better off than people and whatever. And remember, some always up on the platform, so we can't say so because what is going to happen when it reach our doorstep? See that for me doorstep it reach. I never know that I would experience this in my entire life. And if me feel so, now me go through the ordeal. Imagine how my daughter feel and my son feel. Make my brother feel.
Mr. Man, you see all rooster the way I comment. When this reach a fear or film doorstep, and they are a victim of
yes,
this
yes,
same
rooster them.
fear.
Most rooster them are up to. Some people live up to and come make mischief on the internet. May I tell you, they not reach at the end doorstep because they know.
And it does that we reach them, you know. And it does that. They have many corrupted things we can reach them through the system, you know, and through police brutality, you know. Is that just I'm 100% sure it's a rooster have family members that are not all uptown. That is even if rooster is an uptown person.
Mills, no, please, not give us that there's time of attention. Uptown what? You think that people were uptown have time to come from
exactly.
Andrew or whatever. These are people who sit down there try to friend of police and whatever if they not get their ass, but I don't know the police can't team in. What are you talking about?
What you that? Uptown people not think so.
Maybe must be going front way and come up back way. What are you talking about?
Say uptown, I mean uptown. You know them people they will feel like say nothing then shit. I don't talk this up.
Now to them have a little leverage.
Take care on the road, man. Just be careful on the road, yeah.
Hey, problem.
Yeah, you made it one call link, me say.
No, just ask them which one of the JLP saying that me are our best friend. Just ask them that one there, there.
Miss, well, I know. So, me glad you're there, not GT. So, you know, remember a little old man will come and I say, oh, me is not a part of the whatever.
Ariel.
Yeah, man. So, you know, say, I came in, if you call Kimi, if you call him uncle. Come hear them on the left today, you know, we are say,
me hear over there today, one.
The government is so cleaner because of false information. Me say you're done people them.
Government can't slow. Hello, let me tell you. The cleaner get information.
Let me ask you that question. GT, do you realize when the crowd start going? You realize when me writing at the comment section, I don't go back and look when me say, if this information is false, why they don't hold the media accountable? You see, from me said that you don't realize everybody start take time and go away.
But what you know, it is such an embarrassment that the Jamaica Gleaner has had to break the news and then now Tracy said, why you couldn't be the first person to address this and come tell me as a nation?
And come tell we.
Yeah, for
Mr. Mills, me didn't want to know your labor right them today. I said, then cause public mischief because he posted yesterday and it go viral and people start panic and the whole internet. So me I say, listen, they're idiot, yeah.
But they cannot.
As DP said, I mean, I look tops and rows. Anything listen, they'll make it go viral.
What you know? My thing is, the Jamaica Gleaner went straight to the United States Embassy to gather that data, that information.
So it's credible.
It was not a false information.
It's credible information.
Right
so they can't sue the Gleaner.
Mystic and Mills and GT, me ask you know how much conference going to because this man in Chanko Adrew, and since look a while, me look to see one video where he must say they sign and first thing that say the union now.
Me not see the one where they say they sign. Wait.
Hold on, let me just watch it. I go share it to you. Let me share it to you right now.
Share it to me.
Right now.
Let me tell you how I know say this administration are corruption. You see, it's like them sit down and them have a board meeting amongst themselves and them say, oh, we are going to address this. Oh, we are going to tell like, oh, we are going to deal with this. So even when they must address the nation, them sound sketchy. Them not sound confident about what they must say.
Anybody may have posted. I don't care. I don't like money.
No, man.
I could have the Prime Minister may have posted.
What do you mean? After you're not biased? You're not biased. You have to
I tell them today, them don't want to come over here. You don't survive without them long time.
But GT
No,
is
them.
the whole fact that they are manipulative and there is no for me, my issue I may have with them. There is no accountability and transparency in
None.
anything at all what them do, and that is my issue with them. That is my issue. In every government, then do good. And in every government, you do bad. There is no government where go come and please the people them
Right.
100%. You understand? I place you there. So in fact, the fact that I place you there, I am supposed to hold you accountable for whatever
credible.
action you carry out.
You can't call me out on my mistake, them and my fault, them something wrong. Is that
exactly.
Me share it to you. Just watch it right now and tell me what you think. Just if you have one next one can play, just play. No,
You should be credible as a prime minister. Be credible and transparent with the people.
Not make people find out things first before
Yeah,
you
well,
come
find
and
out
address it.
some. You remember even when time then discover that there is a potential that there
We
is
have
oil in Jamaica.
oil in Jamaica. They
You know,
also should have come out and tell we say no oil in Jamaica. Yet they said that there wasn't any oil in Jamaica. All right, look again where they with the people them not gonna St. Elizabeth. If the people them never come tell we say them a try to buy out their land and sit down at St. Elizabeth.
Exactly.
Who don't know about it.
Mistake. Can I interject? Hold on, I want to make a quick interjection. Yeah, I want to make a quick interjection. Pertain to the people that we are talking about who are coming. Because the deportees them, who are those people?
Non-immigrants. Them are not Jamaican.
Them are not Jamaican.
And them have criminal records.
What kind of criminal records?
Me don't know, but they are criminal because American deport them. And moreover, them I get $8,000 head for one.
Okay. I wonder if I wonder if I say, you know, in fairness, you know, so let's spin on the situation. We are trying to go across the US border, right? And then touch you because we think so want a better life, right? And then catch you and come and deport you. Basically, that's a criminal offense, you know. Okay, it's illegal to go across a man border, so that's a criminal offense. You understand what I mean? So me I try to wonder what kind if a stone cold criminal you know I'm gonna try a thing that never work out.
Yeah, it is a case. It is a case where
Why?
no, it's a case. It's a case where it's not that they are a lot of them they like drastic crimes and stuff, you know. You understand? It's a case as I say, them all on them. You know, there's a mixture of deportees. It's not just one set of people.
Right.
Some of them, because remember now, some of them, you know, can be tradesmen. You know,
some of them are like,
because they have enough.
So Blazing, you don't think them are going to take you on them where they have in a jail how long and put them with them too?
Yeah, them are going to be deported too. Yeah.
There's going to be a mixture of everything that you want to do. Because if you must have friends of it.
My issue is that if we could not keep our Cubans, that was contributing even more to
that's a politics. That's a politics.
Yeah, no, if you could keep them, it's not politics.
Yes.
No,
I'm explaining to you.
No.
Hold on, yeah. Go knife stick anything. What's it sharp? I am saying to you that is politics. You understand? And people who power, man, because power is power. No matter what you want, the people talk about not just power. Yeah, to some extent, but that's a bullshit in my terms. But power is power. No, if a country is superpower, say, you have to do certain things. Either you comply. If you want, you can rebel, but we are get rid of you. And we have power to do so. You understand? So if people have power and they see anything, maybe PMP that follow suit. You understand? Because
the follow suit, you know, you feel be how would I say you inform people them. You cannot do things behind people back.
Yeah, fair enough. But I'm talking about
transparent.
Hold on. Me I talk about the Cuban doctors and the nurses. So she's saying is that what stick sheep or whatever knife can stick, whatever knife can stick. But I'm saying power is power. So if them say, get rid of them people there, they must just comply. Because power is power.
So basically they bow to the superpower.
If bow or not bow, either you comply or get rid of you. You choose, you make a choice.
Yeah, but at the end of the day,
people then choose their choice and say, all right,
you are a sovereign
nation.
You are a sovereign nation. You are able to make these decisions. It's your business partner. You should not be in a situation where you're going to bow to a next man decision. They don't make decisions for you.
But I am saying too is that you talk from a moral standpoint or from a principle standpoint. They might talk from a power standpoint.
So bullies in them are used then. Bully.
If anyone call it, then you know, so the stronger tribe was bullied, the weaker tribe them.
But did you know that Barbados said, well, they're not going to do it?
Barbados said no.
Barbados can't say no. I don't know.
What do you mean Barbados can't say no?
No, me not say no. No, me never said no. Me never said no.
When Mark Golding asked him about it in a parliament today, then call Mark Golding say Mark Golding bully them.
What?
Yes, and they have to stop. Yes, they have to stop.
PNP.
Me say, let me tell you something.
So that's always the talking point, you know. Once you say something, you're a PNP.
Let me tell you something. The whole administration, and I must say this. GT, the whole administration is scrupulous because there is no way me and my husband can run parliament together. That is just.
We can ask a question before we know hard. Question me ask. Me and
Matt.
Hold on there. Me and Matt. Technically, yes or no? Me and Matt there, right? Me and Matt there. What is your source of income for our country? Tourism.
You push the point there.
No, I'm asking you. Source of income for GDP. It's tourism, don't they? Because another island, them have them was a big like St. Catherine. So what them have?
Oi.
I'm telling you something. You see, once you see, them overthrow Jamaica, all of the Caribbean island, them are getting.
Them are going to conquer. That's why they come to it first.
Yes,
them are conquer it first.
Yes, if
and
them get through to Jamaica, everybody else. Yep.
Exactly.
But hold on, Mystic, make no idea where blazing I go say now. Listen where blazing.
No, I said I am asking what is them GDP? What is them source of income for Barbados? Tourism, basically tourism. So ask me, I'm not sure. Well, I don't know nothing about
Me a Jamaican, me no know nothing about Barbados.
Me no know nothing about Barbados. But me I go say no, listen up. Well, let me say something to blazing now. So what you try to say? I just tourism alone Jamaica where I live over. That means the government now doing no infrastructure to put up there.
Thank you very much.
All right,
what kind of infrastructure then?
Hold on. First of all, we're gonna listen to Bruce Golding interview a man from Wheatley from the US. You go up on YouTube, type in Bruce Golding last interview. You need to watch that one.
The reason why you said that, you know,
all right,
GT,
hold on. Don't lose that thought. The reason I come for that because Bruce Golding with that dialogue, the same dialogue with PJ Patterson and the choir, as in them talk and reason and talk, right? He man said the Prime Minister can't ask a certain thing because it can become very, very, very challenging for the country. Them can't say things because they are just civilians. One thing you can't do is for them reward them visa, and that's it. You understand? Fine. What he said is that now, for example, if you say one for people Jamaica economy, then you can just raise. He said you can do a simple thing like put more tax or something from the tourism. So remember what I'm saying, but you can't watch it, you can't say it. And just speak for everything right. And that's how we get most of our money from. Right? So when people are thinking when USA come make a job bomb, man, they not a job no bomb. They have ways and means.
So I'm going to ask you one question. I just US alone tourists come from Jamaica?
Yes, but they remember now. What them say about
listen what you're saying.
Remember now, they are very influential. So even them now come out broad and say them have people, them have them underground system. It's as simple as that. They have them underground system. Them have to come out. Remember now, in the Cuban Missile Crisis, did you know that Kennedy was have a back dialogue behind closed door with some people in Russia? Yes, he was. But nobody never know until after the fact. So everybody have them back door situation.
What me want to say to you now, please. This is what me want to say to you. Andrew shouldn't accept it as yet. Based on how the country are going now. You should answer, all right, give me a little time, make we deal with the country and what we are going through down here. You understand what I say? I talk with the people.
Problem.
Listen to you.
You realize that when the labor them come and them attack and give their them a justify, right? Then come and go and like say them the labor we are talk on the platform that they didn't know about it from what we kill Philo, right? And this was something that they said we as in them we are talking about the story was trying to figure out why and whatever they've been holding on it for so long. So it just come to term that they just have to do it now because this is something that they Trump would have wanted to happen long time, but it couldn't happen then because we were thinking about it. You know, they make it sound like them did it when all deals and everything are come into place. And that me not understand.
But Pillar, listen to what going on now. You see interview when me just watch, when me send get GT, he look like a long time, a good look a while and now they sign the paper. And
it look like it's a long time, but then just everything just a bust out.
Bust out.
Yeah, they said there was a whistleblower.
How interview when me just, me said more GT play.
So a squeechy, then it go squeechy in the people them and we wouldn't know so them a squeechy them.
We wouldn't know now, so them a collect money, so them a collect money.
I saw them work, them not transparent.
A squeechy, then a jug, where they call it now? Squeechy, where they call them now? Store we are something, them would have squeeze them in and squeeze them out. We wouldn't know about it.
I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you, in all fairness, if we do a transshipment, you know. Not like say we have the security to do it, you know.
Yeah, them sign the paper.
Right, I am saying if
Jamaican just sit down and we just take it.
Hold on, if they do a transshipment from point A to point B, we have the security force can do it because we have very good security force. Jamaica Defense was one of the best now. I should say
yes, then you have excuse for everything. You need to call a spade.
No.
Let me tell you something. You need to call a spade a spade.
Who have best security force? Jamaica don't have a best security force.
No,
Jamaica
I'm not even
the best Jamaica Defense force. I tell you. Others two of them asleep. Them not fight no war. That's why you not see them. That's why you really see them.
Jamaica soldiers and can't fight war, brother. What you talking?
No, you may say that. We not have them numbers. We are a defense force. We're not an army or a defense force. A difference. Army are more. But we are very good. But there's nothing to fight. And I see them come out. If you understand what I mean. Because I know enough of my brethren at certain things and I'm very good at certain things. I can't say, but they're very good at certain things. But there's nothing there for them to do. Them just do it. You understand?
You
so
know,
it's not like we can't monetize enough. But what
Mystic, me soon come back. I make a video it on the next phone.
What shall but Mystic I try to say that the people are too deceiving then. It's called try to say. They're too deceiving. I mean, understand all of that. Them too deceiving. Not like so we can't do it now. But they're too deceiving. No, the next thing is that no enough. If I some that's what I have to say, what kind of criminal, if I some diabetic criminal, okay, I have some man do some misdemeanor, you know. I'm unfortunate. And I'm unfortunate. I mean, I say, boy, you must show him the gutter. Because if you can't get a second chance, because some man maybe do certain where look, it's a cat, where look, that is not that. And if it's a misdemeanor, then they want to sell up.
Mobile, still not have a point. Blazing Mobile, still not have a point. Because we have look here, we have a prison system. And we have criminals in there. We have the 30 year, 40 year, 20 year. We're supposed to be underneath hard labor that we can use as skilled trained person to utilize them in our country, and we're not doing that. So that still doesn't make no sense.
Hold on. No. I am saying, because remember, like I tell you, Jamaica is underpopulated. And about now picking again, and not for the owner there, migrate to our next country.
Lord of mercy, Perry, come for me.
No, guys, I want to ask you guys a question, right?
We're not done yet. If you look for the population of Jamaican people, if you look for the youngest people, they might go how much? Late 20s or early 30s, so technically have an old population. That's why the Minister of Health said, boy, we need to start ramp up production. That's the reason why. Anyway, still, I might think that.
Guys, I want to ask you guys a question, right? Because the press conference I watched today, right? The minister mentioned that the only criminals they will be taking is Jamaicans. I think they say they are receiving like 100 plus.
Jamaica, they don't know where to go.
Hold on a second. Of course we have to take them because they're here.
We have to take them
point
because they're
exactly.
Jamaican.
Guys, hold on. That's not what I'm saying. Hold on, guys.
Blazing.
Hold on. Let me finish my statement.
Go ahead, Kerry, darling.
Of course, we have to take them. No country is supposed to refuse person who they're
Thank you
born
very much.
and they're from.
Yes.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Today, the minister at the press conference said, right, the only criminals that they will be taking is Jamaicans.
Right.
That Trump want to get out of the country, right? That are criminals. He said that the deportees are persons that were crossing the borders and that they will be doing a criminal background check and also a medical background check to make sure that it's 100% correct with who are they receiving. But I'm hearing persons saying, somebody background noisy.
Go ahead, Kerry, darling.
I'm hearing persons saying that they're criminals. Where can I find that information to find out that, like, because I'm sitting here and I'm researching, like, because I know other countries did it, right? Where is it that these other countries did it? Did it say that they received criminals? Because I on my computer was listening to you guys the whole time and I'm researching with the other countries that they say receive it to see if they were persons that were sent to jail because they were criminals.
Kerry.
And I can't find anything. So I'm saying, how do people know that
Not
it's criminal?
all of them are
I know a lot of
criminals.
people say they don't believe in Chang because he didn't come out and tell the people before the Gleaner leak it. But he said they're not criminals, they are deportees.
Kerry, not all of them are criminals. You have to understand this. Not all of them are criminals, but you cannot deny the fact that there might be.
Hold on. Even when you say that all of them are criminal, where are you guys getting your information from? That's what I'm asking.
Get your information from the minister. The liar people, they're not getting information from the real
Don't
source.
listen to just respond. I'm asking you where you're getting your information from. What you're saying, Pillow?
Where me when me get my information from?
Let me hear what Pillow is saying, Mills, because you're not answering the question. Go ahead.
No, where you get your information from? The minister. You get your information from the minister.
And I'm not
The minister is not a reliable source.
Okay, good. The minister is not reliable. Okay, good.
Yes.
What you're saying, Pillow? Go ahead.
All right. You see, not everybody will get deported, a criminal, right? We know people cross the border because they want a better life. So, if America claim that they don't know who these people are, that's why they don't send them back to their own country.
That's another question. Pause right there for a minute. I was also looking for that. Let me see something about America claiming they don't know. I didn't find any information. Where can I find all that information?
Is everything that is disclosed when it come on to people's personal record? Is everything being disclosed to John public? Is everything that is on record being disclosed to John public, Kerry?
Not every criminal have a police record. Not every criminal have police record.
When it come on to criminal and certain type of operation, does all of these information is available to John public, Kerry? Let's be realistic.
All right. When I was listening, I can't remember who it was, right? They were saying that America is going to do a background check on these people, even from where the country that they're from, right?
Well,
that you guys are wrong, you know. Mills, give me a chance to talk to the two ladies, please.
Kerry,
I'm not saying that you guys are wrong, you know, but if I can be lead to some kind of source.
Kerry, all right, let me be frank with you. Hold on, Mystic, let me be frank with Kerry. You see, and these are the things. Yes, you are labor, right? And you come out and you whatever, right? And you come and you say whatever you know. But you know the funniest thing? Sometimes what you guys do if you not notice, you will come with a whole different story, and then somebody from the labor right would have come and say a different story. So the story they will not keep on a come with them, they might change. So you come and say this now, yes. So with all this information, they're not aligning with each other.
I'll be an angel, I get the quote, man.
All right, listen,
let me tell you how I work. Guys, give me a chance, because I was
hold on,
guys, give me a chance.
Let Kerry just talk. I will listen.
Let me tell you how I work. I know a lot of people say they don't believe what Minister Chang say, so persons are saying different things. I listen to the minister. they will have to prove me wrong, or I have to get some evidence to say that they are wrong. The minister came out and said that the only criminals that they will be accepting into the country is Jamaicans that the states want to deport and get out of Jamaica. The deportees are not criminals, and they will also be running up. They're supposed to be getting a background check run and a health run also. Now, I've been listening, I'm saying how weird, because some people are saying that yes, some of them are. And I'm just asking here, is there a press conference like from other countries that took them in, that stated that they receive criminals? That's why I'm asking.
Did you know that the Trump
I got my
administration
information from the minister.
anybody
That's
who is
the
trying
only
to cross
person
the
I
border
listen to.
as a criminal? Did you know that all of them are classified as criminal by the Trump administration?
Criminal act?
All right, hold on.
Did you know
Let me
that?
talk to Kerry. Let me talk to Kerry. Please,
No, of course, crossing the border is a criminal, but I'm not talking that. You guys know what I mean. Because when persons
Kerry,
are
you
saying,
cannot swear for nobody.
Can I have a conversation with the
minister.
two girls, please? Can I have a conversation with the two ladies, please?
So what? You're a feminist or something?
Yes, I'm a feminist. Can I have a conversation with the two ladies?
If you're a
talk to
feminist,
Kerry
keep
yet,
that
you know.
on a platform this, because
You're
you know I'm
attacking, and I'm not into that. Can I have a conversation with the two ladies, please?
All right, Kerry, let me tell you.
Yeah, go ahead, Mystic.
Let me tell you the issue I have with this administration, Kerry. I don't think that they're being transparent enough when it comes on to speaking to the Jamaican people.
And I can agree with that.
We have to wait for certain things. We have to wait for certain things happen, Kerry. Or we have one whistleblower to squeeze something and tell we. And then we have to go dig up and do research and Kerry. And everybody come like me and you and Pillow. We can read to understand and comprehend if you understand and not jump the gun and panic and frantic and cook something together and put something around there and go on with the tea if you understand where I come from and who is willing to listen to learn. You understand me? I say, Kerry? And I'm saying at the end of the day, we have to call a spade. And when my issue is that when these things happen, me feel like say we need to call him out panic to say, look here, although this is the case, at the end of the day, you weren't being transparent with us as Jamaican people. And I don't see anything wrong with that, Kerry. Me not think what me ask for, something me ask for.
All right. You'll have to mention to me what else they want transparency. Now, with this thing with Minister Chang, there was a discussion, I think it was on Neighbor Live, and a few persons, and I was listening to their response, said that they should have come out and let the people know.
Exactly.
No, hold on a second.
Right.
One person mentioned because everything was not finalized, like where they're going to stay and all of that. It wasn't presented to the people as yet. That's what one person mentioned. But yes, they're supposed to come out and, and address the public on it, yes.
Mystic, one thing you have to ask Kerry. Well, Mystic, one thing you have to ask Kerry. When the paper sign, ask Kerry when he sign.
Did you watch the press conference? Because he said, go and watch the press conference. He did mention in the press conference when it was signed.
So tell us now.
No, I want you guys to watch it for yourself.
No, you're there here. You're there here.
No, go and watch it for yourself. It's good when you guys listen to it for yourself.
No, may I ask
can't tell you anything. Go and watch it for yourself.
Kerry, anybody have the information? Because guess what? I am not up to date. Does anybody have the information? I never get to watch today's press conference. When this
but this was the only press conference today that happened on the situation.
No, there was a press conference before.
Nope. What he did, he released a press.
Kerry, there was
a second. They had a press conference, but not on this issue. This is the first time the minister is talking on this issue.
When?
No, he spoke on it yesterday.
Yeah, he spoke on it yesterday, Kerry.
Me just watch one video, Zeus, when he say
Kerry, he spoke on it yesterday, but what he never stated was when this contract would begin.
It's okay. Watch the one for today. That one was more.
Tell me about the 2 week process that every 2 weeks is going to take in a certain amount of immigrants that was mentioned, and state some other little knickknacks in between and whatever the case may be. But what he did not state is when this contract was signed for us as Jamaican to know.
Today he said it in the press. That's why I'm telling you guys to go. A lot of things were said in the press, so I think it's just good for you guys.
So hold on. If the deal is still going on, why should they come out and say something? And the lady says something. That's why you have whistleblowers.
That's what I'm saying. That's why, because I was listening to another program. They say it's not finalized.
If somebody hears something, hear a piece of thing, and then come out
because
with it.
that's what he said. It's not finalized.
It's not finalized yet, and somebody whistleblower. That's what, and you said the right word. So if you look up the meaning of whistleblower, it's just somebody who hear a piece or a tip of things and run out to the news with it and sell it. Now, I'm listening to some of these guys in here. They're talking rubbish because you come into the country in the USA is not a crime. It's a civil case. It's not a crime. Unless you get deported and come back in, then that's a crime. 95% of the people that comes in America come in on visa and run off. That's not a crime. They come in, they come in illegally. They come in legally.
Before you come in. All right.
So, maybe I ask you a question. You know, a month a gunman will run from Jamaica and run through border.
All right, guys, hold on a second.
It's not a crime. It's not a crime.
Listen up. Listen, you don't listen what me just said. You know the amount of gunman run away from Jamaica
because of
something
else that I saw, guys.
It's still not a crime to come in the country.
All right, I'm going to say it. Hello,
what are you saying?
So
I came up here because the platform was so quiet. I didn't come up here to argue.
It's not a criminal act. It's not.
Guys, I didn't come up here to argue. I just wanted to ask Tilo and
Jesus, please. All right, I'm going to start drop people to the back. Can you allow Kerry? Can you guys allow Kerry to speak, please, and thank you without interrupting? I need to get the information from Kerry, and after Kerry done, then we can ask Kerry all of the questions that we want to ask Kerry, please, and thank you very much. Good.
All right, guys, what I did a research on, like with the other countries that are receiving them, right? From what I understand, because what I did, I went under the comment, check their news outlet, like go on their news page, right? And from what I understand, all right, so these deportees on their way to America. So from what I understand, America is stopping them from getting onto their soil where they can seek for asylum. So they're trying to deport them in a different way instead of getting them on American soil. That's something else that I found out.
So, Kerry, can I ask
So they don't want to get them
saying,
inland. That's what
I
found out on research.
now, Kerry. May I reason, right? Because may I, Bridget, may I reason? So you're saying that most of the deportees that you're saying coming into Jamaica, that most of these deportees are the ones who cross the border, that it's not a mixed multitude of deportees? That's what you're saying?
What do you mean if they're not? What do you mean mix? What do you mean
because mix? I am saying if these persons who are coming in, like say 10 of them are coming, out of the 10,000 where them, plan for transit through Jamaica, right? Mm-hmm. Because according to one of them not stay, the one that may pass through. Are you saying most of these persons coming through, say I throw them across over upon the border, make them a pass through Jamaica, and that none of them don't have no criminal record for murder, grand theft, nothing like that. It's just people just across the border alone are coming to Jamaica.
No, that's what that I wouldn't be able to answer on that. But in the press conference, the minister said that they would be asking for a screening on these persons coming in because they're not taking any criminals. They don't have any space here in Jamaica to keep any criminals.
Yes, but why would you? Lord have mercy.
So we don't know. Persons are saying that America is going to send them criminals. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know.